Hello.
Hi, my tea's cooking. I'll be here in a second.
Happy Sunday. Happy first Sunday of September.
Is this the first Sunday of September? No. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Because
Yeah.
we went.
What? We're on time.
Yeah, because we flew out last Monday, and I believe that was the first. Or was last Sunday.
Last Monday was the second. So last Sunday was the first. We're doing our best.
Anyways, thanks for guys for being here. It's I don't know. I guess we could back up a little bit. So we didn't forget last month. We were gonna do last month. We were on the road and my computer crapped out, and we ended up not doing it. Theodore is sticking his head out the window looking for something to bark at currently. But yeah, so we didn't get to do it last month. We were in Albuquerque 1 week ago today, and then we flew out the following morning, which was the 2nd.
And then you lost the computer bag.
Then I lost the computer bag that very day, a week ago yesterday, which was one of the larger mess ups of my adult life. That was not good. I'm very, very grateful that American Airlines was able to recover that for me. When I went to pick it up, the guys that work in the lost and found rooms, like, I found a lot of laptop bags. I've never found 3 laptops, and we've never had 3 laptops lost before. So I'm kind of honored a little bit for the Dallas-Fort Worth American Airlines Lost and Found.
To be there first.
We got comments. I forgot about.
Oh yeah, you're not even flipping on the comments, sir.
Flipping on the comments.
Flipping on the
You're gonna read them. I'm gonna click them, right?
Miss Love says, hi, I saw your link to your new motorhome being built with the fridge going in. Is there a time scale on how long it will take for it to complete, and if they will be releasing more videos?
Time scale TBD. Hopefully as soon as possible. We actually have plans for it next month.
As in September 30th, we have to be at the fiesta.
I don't know if Mike's watching this or will watch this, but if he is, I don't know. I don't know. Hopefully within the coming weeks we'll get it done. I don't know. That's a separate account. We will be posting a full-scale tour of it, probably within a couple of months, I'm sure. I don't know.
A couple of weeks, we'll film it in a couple of weeks.
No, I mean, I kind of figure we'll get all the bugs and the kinks worked out. I imagine it'll come out in the next couple of months. But yeah, thanks for being here. We appreciate it. Miss Love?
I am from Glasgow in Scotland and might not make it to 1 a.m. for the live to begin, but I will catch it later. Thank you for being here with us.
We got Dreams on Wheels.
Travis and Yanai.
We got Today We Go.
Hey, David and Reagan.
We've got Connie McKenzie.
Hey, Connie.
Terry.
Hey, Walter.
We've got Stacy Lowry.
Hi, Stacy.
Hey,
how's
Stacy.
Iowa?
We've got
Tommy's here.
Hey.
Tammy. Hey, Tammy.
Chico.
Oh, yeah. Here's
What's
Chico.
going on, guys? I haven't seen
Paul and Megan.
Oh, little
Say
cheeky.
hi, Paul. Hi, Paul.
Little cheeky. Moonlight View says hello, darlings. I think the song starts that way. Hello, darling.
Probably. I love it. I love the name Darlings. Remember I used to
time.
have Disney Darlings days?
Good.
Where I would go off with my friends to Disney for the whole day. It was lovely.
Sure did. Dutch girl.
Hey!
Do you like Dutch Brothers coffee though? That is the question.
Or Starbucks.
No, that's not all that stuff.
Hey, Tammy. How are you?
Jen would say I'm probably a little spicy this afternoon.
He is spicy. I've had to ask him twice to stop
We've had
being
really good
so-
snuggle sessions though.
Up until the spiciness, yes.
That's right. Hi everyone. So glad they found the bag and the laptops were there. Yeah, that's
We are too. That was like one of those gut-wrenching things because like on a plane or, traveling anything besides by our bus, I'm super heightened. And so Kyle's got a lot to manage and remembering a laptop bag. It was under his seat. So
yeah, that's the crazy part. It was by my feet the entire time. But I got out. I stood up first because I was in the aisle. I grabbed all the luggage for each of us had a backpack, so I grabbed those and distributed them. And I ended up holding on to Eli's because I figured it would be difficult for him to get it on his back while we're there. So I just grabbed that, had mine on my back, and just walked out and just 100% I didn't even remember it until.
Oh gosh, it was like 5 o'clock.
It was later than that. It was later that evening after we got back from. It was I think it was. Yeah,
it was because you ran down there to see.
Yeah.
And they said you gotta call them.
Because I was going to do something and I couldn't do it from my phone, so I was going to hop on the laptop and I looked. I was like, oh, crap.
Yeah.
Yeah, big boo boo.
You're going to edit videos.
Don't recommend.
Yeah.
Kirby Hims.
Hey,
Hello,
Kirby, how's it going?
Tammy says, looking good, going to be here.
Yay!
Midnight View says, so glad you got them back. Yeah, thank you very much.
Us too.
Yeah, I mean, I just got my new MacBook a month ago. I mean, not even. There's old Dan, Flexapeel
Dan,
Buzz.
how was the rally? He just, well, not just. I mean,
Yeah,
probably
the
a couple weekends ago,
100
but.
Yeah, the 100th anniversary of Flexible Buses. It's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we got to spend some time with Scott at the at the where did we
Vid
go?
Summit.
The conference.
Yeah.
We had a lot of fun. Got to talk to him quite a few times, and it's cool to see if they're learning. Still trying to learn, still trying to do the thing with such a successful channel. Yeah, it was good to see Scott and catch up. I hadn't seen him in a while.
That was good to give him a hug.
Grace says, "You look pretty, Jen."
Thank you, Grace. You
What
are
about
so
me?
sweet. You look good. Spicy.
Sunshine on a rainy day. I think that's
Hey,
beautiful people.
how's it going this Sunday for you?
We've got Lorna McKinnis.
Hey,
Jen.
Lorna.
Lorna, how are you this evening? I've been watching you guys since the Gabby Petito case and wanted to say, hey, as a therapist, you truly inspire me. Wish you both well on your journeys in life. Oh, thank you.
Oh, thank you, Tara. Yeah, thank you for being a therapist and doing that hard work and really helping. You help people more than you know.
Oh,
like
absolutely.
our therapist, we love her dearly. She has helped us tremendously. In fact, I have an appointment on Tuesday because I'm like, we just got back from this trip. So many things happened.
Sorry.
I need a session. I need to talk about some stuff. But thank you, Tara.
So funny enough, we were at the conference and we watched a keynote talk from one of the largest one of the most well-known creators in the world. And after the talk, Jen walks up to the stage and said, I admire you so much because you and your wife go to therapy. I guess she watched the kids was watching one of his videos and he mentioned that in the video. And yeah.
I feel like it's important when someone goes to therapy to cheer them on and say, hey, that is awesome that you're a mega creator and you're talking about couples therapy. It's pretty cool.
Megs Jacko says, happy Sunday. Hey there, Megs. How are
Happy
you?
Sunday.
We've got Lorna. Hello, everyone.
Hey.
Is that my computer doing that or I don't know what's going on.
No, that is a really cool font. Ms. Blast.
This is doing it too.
Hi from Germany. It's the same person.
Gotcha. Hi from Germany. Well, hello. Thank
Hello.
you.
Glad you're here. We just got German water, actually.
I knew you were going to say that. Undoubtedly, 1,000% knew you were going to say that.
Listen, Linda.
Yeah, absolutely, Lorna. That was a big deal. That was something. Right? We were at the conference that next day, and
oh boy,
I got an email, and they said, "Hey, we found your stuff." So I was extremely grateful.
There we go.
Dutch Girl says, hi, Chico. Dutch Bros coffee for sure. Definitely.
Did you get any Dutch Brothers while we were in Dallas?
I think we got one in Albuquerque the day before we left.
Gotcha. Gotta have
Connie
your Dutch
says, did I miss the update on the package that was delivered to the wrong address?
I never got it. Never got the package. I left a letter. I went back every day for about a week, and we haven't seen any activity over there. So yeah, Cantha Bay did refund me my money because I paid for the shipping protection. And so because I paid for the shipping protection, it was FedEx's fault. So they filed a claim with FedEx. I don't have my super cute outfits, but it did end in a positive way.
TW says, I called a live. Yeah.
Oh, look at the phone. I love your profile picture.
Kathy M. Amen Snyder says, hello.
Hey, Kathy. Hey, Janet. Hello, guys. Y'all are blessed. Love seeing y'all's adventures. We have plenty of them coming up in the next few vlogs. It's nuts.
Yeah, it was good to see Scott.
Yeah. We saw him in the parking lot. We ended up staying at the same hotel, too. And, we saw him in the parking lot and met up with him a few times. And Scott's a cool dude. I love Scott.
Yeah, it was good to catch up. I'm in Dallas. Yes, DFWA is great here. They have been good to us. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that was pretty bad. I mean, I can't think of another bag that I could have lost that would have been more significant to me. So, I tested them out pretty good there.
You guys found the white car. We did. Yep. We found that was actually 3 years ago this month, actually.
Yes. Ari and Jada say hi to Molly.
Tara!
Hey, Tara, how are
Ari
you?
and Jada said hi to Molly and Eli. Miss
Hi.
you. Molly says hi. We miss you guys too. I mean, we're close. We're close when they're in Utah.
Oh, yeah. You know, everybody from that conference was from Utah too.
Mhm.
Literally everyone I should say everyone.
The larger creators.
The larger creators, that is a trend we have found, are from Utah. Answer that one for me. I don't know. Dutch girl, Jen, did you read my message about patchouli oil in the dog?
Yes, I did. It hasn't. I've been wearing it for years, and it hasn't irritated them. Theodore seems to handle it. I don't put it on them, and we don't put it in the diffusers. So I usually use it when I'm kind of in panic. But thank you for sending me that. I appreciate that.
Kathy Amen Snyder says, "Love the view out the window behind you." Yeah, if the window wasn't so utterly disgusting for Theodore doing exactly what he's doing right now, you could really see it. But yeah, it's a pretty good view. We kind of like it.
Yeah, it's our front yard.
What they kept the package. Glad you got a refund.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't want to assume things. The neighbors around here, it's different. You know, it's not like a typical neighborhood. We haven't met a whole lot of the neighbors. And so this was a neighbor that the neighbors that we know don't even know. So
Yeah, that house that
Okay.
it was at, they actually FedEx left another package there. Luckily, I drove by and saw it and was able to just run up and grab it. I've never seen anyone outside there. I'm assuming it's maybe an older person that really is kind of homebound. I'm not sure. Nonetheless, it's kind of frustrating.
you got some cute jumpsuits.
Sorry you never received the package. Glad you got reimbursed.
Yeah, they took care of me. I mean, it was like a 3-week ordeal because we were trying to see if like maybe they sent the package back because it didn't have their name on it. But no, they refunded it, so they did awesome. Oh, yes, we are.
Are you guys getting a new bus? If so, when? That second 3 word is the question. Oh, excuse me. I mean, our deadline on it was in about 3 weeks, 2.5, 3 weeks. I don't know. We'll see. I haven't actually talked to my builder in a couple of weeks.
I think he's been really busting it. And I think he hasn't put any content out because he's getting stuff done. I have all the faith in the world, Michael.
I hope you have a good night. I guess I have to sign off. I'm just getting sleepy. Spent the day out paddleboarding on the river in Florida.
Oh, fun!
Nice.
Glad you had a great day. Have
Yeah.
a good sleep, Tammy.
Yeah, get some rest. Tammy says, "Hi, you two. I've missed seeing your lives lately. So glad I caught you." Thanks for being.
I was just telling you today, I miss doing live streams. I mean, for two or 3 years, we did a live stream every Sunday, religiously.
Pretty religiously for a couple of years there. Yeah.
Yeah, things get busy and hectic, and once a month works.
We try not, we were back then. We were trying everything we could to make it. We were doing everything we could do to make it at this, and we just we got to where we were burning ourselves out. And
Yeah.
we were just, this is all we were doing. So yeah, I think once a month is a good fit.
Elizabeth, nice to see you live. It's been a while since I missed the beginning. Why didn't the neighbor give your package to you?
That is the question.
I don't know. But I went by every day, knocked on the door. I heard activity inside, but yeah, nobody, and we haven't seen anybody out. So I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Jen, you inspire me to get more healthier. And yay! That's what it's all about, is just honestly discovering yourself and who you want to be. And that's so cool that you're on this journey. I'm really proud of you.
Hi, Molly.
Hi.
Molly says hi.
Billy J. Cruz says, "Hello. Hey, good to see you all."
Hey, Granny and Papa.
Dutch girl says, "Oh, good. Well, it's the burn."
Oh, good. Well, yes. The patchouli. Yeah. No, I don't burn it. I just put it on my neck. Hey, Granny. Leah. Oh, I miss you too. I have been this summer has been a serious blur as far as because we left in June and we went to Dr. Phil, and then we went up to Wyoming, and then we come back and we've got a couple week rest, but then it's just been
We had a little
back.
break when we got back. We had about a month.
Happy early birthday,
Yeah.
Bella.
And then we ended up going to Michigan.
Yeah,
And we spent about almost 3.5 weeks, and we came back.
we were in the van for 23 days.
And in the video that released today, we had to go get Ben.
Yep.
A week later because of a thought I bought a ticket. I did. I never actually told the story. I thought I had been a ticket.
Oh yes, please tell the story about this. Because we're in the van.
No, I didn't.
No.
No, never mind. That was when we went back. Yeah, that was a weird deal there. Remember that? I bought a ticket and then I'd already, yeah.
Oh yes. So before we got back in the van, we're trying to decide, okay, when does Ben need to come home? Because we were in a hotel because it was flipping hot out and the van's air was just not going to be able to keep up. So we were laying in the hotel and you're like, okay, well, these are the dates that Ben can come back. If we buy it on the 21st, or whatever day that was, it's considerably less than what it would be if we waited. And so we asked Ben, hey, what do you want to do? You can come in 2 days or you could come in a week. And so he was like, I want to come in a week. And we're like, okay. So Kyle buys the ticket that night because I see you buy the ticket that night. And so a week later, we leave here in New Mexico, go up to Denver because that's where we have to meet Ben at the airport. And Kyle's like checking the night before, like all the flight details, couldn't find the confirmation email, like nothing to be found, not on his United account. Now there was 2 tickets in his cart. So we're like, crap, we've got to get Ben here. There's only like 1 ticket left for tomorrow's flight. So we went ahead and paid the $500 as opposed to the $150 just to get him home. So Ben goes to the airport the next day and gets in line and United's like, oh, you have 2 tickets here. 2 tickets. Yeah. And so anyway, long story short, did you ever get that refunded from United or you're working on that?
I don't.
Yeah. So anyway, United did not email him a confirmation or anything. So we ended up buying 2 tickets and then they refunded the other. That's our life.
These airlines can be so frustrating. I mean, we've traveled a lot this summer, and I mean, over the last year, I've traveled a ton in the air.
Yeah,
it can be a freaking pain in the butt. I mean, if there's any, just like the other day, you'll see in a video coming up our way back home from Dallas. It was a cluster, and we pretty much made a video about it. It was just very frustrating. There's no consistency with a lot of these airlines as far as policy. There's no consistency within the employees of the airline. You talk to this person, you get a different answer from this person. It can be very frustrating when you were dealing with something like a service dog that is a touchy subject that does require some more, paperwork and some more work to make it happen. It is a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, we made it.
You'll see. It was a great day. The cashier at the ticket counter, because I fill out my paper before we leave and you submit it. It's good for 1 year. You don't have to fill it out again. And the employee at the counter wasn't hearing it. And I was like, no, she said she put it in there. And she was like, well, I'm having a panic attack. And she's telling me everything that she thinks I did wrong. And multiple times. And I'm like, I looked at her and I'm like, I just want to go home. Can you just get me home? That's all I want. I don't need to be berated right now. So it was
all over this guy right here.
It was a whole thing. Yeah.
He's
a good boy now.
He rocked this trip. That was the best he's ever done. Like he had no mistakes. He had no accidents. He was great.
I mean, he was just superb this trip. He did. And so we split it up. Like Eli's been using him too. And so once we got to the conference at Vid Summit, I brought him that afternoon to check in just so that I could see what the conference hall looked like. And once we got there, I was like, okay, it's just a little bit down the street. Theodore can stay. And Eli was like, can Fifi stay with me? Like, I think I need him. So that's why Theodore stayed with Eli. I need him on the actual vehicle and the trip. And then once we get somewhere, Eli's the one that can.
Yeah, and the conference itself was on 4 stories. So we were up and down escalators all day and just thousands of people. It was chaotic.
Yeah.
Dutch Girl says, yeah, that was great. Glad you do a live again. Thank you. Yeah, I'm glad to be here.
Me too.
Glad to be here.
Elizabeth says, hi to the kiddos. Are you back in New Mexico? We are. I am so glad to be back on this property for, I think, like 3 weeks we'll be here. He's got to leave to Arizona at some point to go bring the batteries to Michael. So he's got to leave, but I'll be here, which is nice because I can just decompress.
Sherry says, hey, girl from Minnesota.
Hey, Sherry, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well.
Mary J. Pratt says, how are you guys doing? Been missing you guys. How are you doing? Both have lost weight. Have we? I mean, I guess. I don't know. I was doing really good all summer. Then we went to Michigan. That trip, I ate. My diet went out the window. I was doing terrible. So I'm not really on a diet, but I watch what I eat. You know, I'm kind of mindful of what I eat.
Yeah.
Not on that. It's just in that van. When you're traveling that way, you're going to eat some garbage, or at least we have. It's just you can't really prepare proper meals in the van. And yeah. Anyways, thank you. Anyways.
We love you, Mary.
Leah says, life. Yeah, busy weekend here. 3 birthday parties. Yikes.
That's a lot of parties. That's a lot of partying going on, y'all. I love it. I love that for you.
Yeah, that is a lot of partying.
The kids, all 3, grew so much over the summer. Ben had a good time. He did. Oh my goodness. It was great for Ben to be able to go for a month, not in school, go hang out with his grandparents, spend time with Granny and Papa. You know, I think it was fantastic for him to get to use his tools and be off on his own. And it was good for us to like realize that our baby is 14 and he flew back by himself. Like he just, and then I hugged him like crazy. The vlog will come out not tomorrow, but the next day, where I just almost knock him over. But yeah, overall, I think it was a really great experience for everybody.
Dream on Wheels has got to say, no more Texas trips if we are at home.
We have been to Texas. We started the summer in Dallas and ended the summer in Dallas. We drove
through Dallas.
Yeah, but
yeah, I mean, me and you drove through Texas
earlier
this year.
Oh, we did. That's where the semi almost smooshed us.
We drove through Texas, getting to New Mexico, and spent a few days.
Yeah.
We went back to Texas in early summer. Then we just went back to Texas again. We almost went through Texas on the way home from Michigan. We ended up going up through Oklahoma. So Texas has had a lot of Bethunes in the last year.
Yeah. Hey, Renee, how are you? Leah says, Bella says, I miss you. Come home. Oh, Molly said, happy early birthday, Bella.
I wish I could be there.
I know. Molly says she wishes she could be there. I just could not do any more flying. Let me tell y'all, when this new bus is ready, I don't know if I'm going to be doing much other travel. Like it was hard on me this trip going to Dallas and taking off on the plane and landing. Like, I'm glad the flight was only a little over an hour.
No, do this flight I know.
Victoria said, Jenny, can you say hi to my mom, Hazel and Victoria? They are watching. Hi, Hazel and Victoria. How are y'all doing tonight? Glad you're here with us. Cheryl says, hiya, Jen and Kyle. Great seeing you both. It's good seeing you too. I love lives. I love them.
Theodore loves licking
Crime Prano says, Theodore ears look just as like a human's haircut. Adorable. We took him to PetSmart before we left for on the flight. We were in Albuquerque, and so we dropped him off, and then I could meet my friend Kelsey, and so he got a nice little haircut. Yeah. Lorna says, hi, Cheryl. Dutchko said, wow, that must have been so frustrating. It's hard because when I'm in panic, right? Like I don't have the functions to like speak and talk and say what I need. And so my awesome friend Robin gave me a sunflower lanyard. And if you don't know what this is, it's a program that's widespread over in the UK where it's for people with invisible disabilities. And if you need a little extra time, you wear this lanyard and all of the employees know what the lanyard means. And so they give you a little bit of extra grace. Unfortunately, in the US, it really isn't in any of the airports yet, predominantly. And so I was wearing it, but a lot of people don't know what it is. So coming up, when I have time, I want to really get behind that project because I think it's really important.
New Horizons.
Hey, y'all. How's it going, Susan?
I'm so happy you guys got your laptop and everything back. Me too. I mean, my computer, backup computer, and Ben's school computer right there. So they weren't actually able to start school last week because of my boneheaded self-lost computer.
But they would have went Tuesday and Wednesday.
Yeah.
Their school's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So we talked to their director and all things, and they're fine. Indefinite Adventures. Thank you for your amazing, authentic inspiration. We hit the road full time later this week. That's so freaking cool. High five. That's amazing. Where are you guys launching from? Like, where's home now? And oh, that's so cool. Congratulations. Sterling! Hi, all late because I just got the live notification. How are you all? We are doing great, Sterling. How are you tonight?
We're good. We're tired. Like we got back Friday evening, kind of late. Not late, but later in the evening or later in the day. Yesterday we were going to relax. Me and Jen got up pretty dang early. Went to Taos and spent most of the day and had a good time. Today it kind of chilled a little bit. We didn't do a whole lot today.
Yeah, we had to go grocery shopping yesterday because obviously there was nothing in there. So we went by a farmer's market they had in Taos, got some amazing mushrooms and veggies and a whole bunch of stuff. So it was a busy day.
Rich is glad to catch you live. We have been doing
Oh.
the C word. Oh, wow.
I'm so sorry. Sending all the loving energy to get you guys feeling better soon. That is not fun at all. That's a good question, Kelly. When does Dr. Phil air? We don't know. They said they're going to let us know. I would guess soon because it's school related. So I'm going to say it's back to school. So
Yeah.
hopefully it comes out pretty soon. We're kind of waiting with bated breath of what it's going to be like. But
I think with the election year, I know they're doing a lot of that stuff. So I'm sure it's kind of, I don't know, who knows? They told us they don't know when we left. We asked, hey, what do you think about it? We have no idea. So
yeah,
we will let you know. That's what they told us, and they haven't let us know anything else. So
yeah.
It was a good experience. I think you never really know what you're gonna. I won't watch it. I don't know. Are you gonna watch it?
Yeah.
No, really. I don't. I never watch anything we do on primetime TV or news or any of that stuff. It's out of my control. I can't edit it. I don't know what they're going to say. I'll hear through other sources, but yeah, we'll let you guys know as soon as we know.
I think it'll be great. We spoke from the heart and just to really put it all out there and what's worked for us. I mean, we have a whole catalog of our transformation and what we have done is done for our family. Aw, Victoria, I love you right back. Thank you. Kelly, I had the same question. I know. I
wish we knew. Honestly, we don't know.
I think what they do is they record them, and then release them according to when things are coming out seasonally and what's in the news. So I don't know. I was a crying mess the first time Charlie flew by herself. I bet you were, because I was like, oh my goodness, he's going to get on a plane. He's like, Mom, I'm fine. I'm like, are you sure? That was... Paul, do not like flying. Don't blame you. So I'm sitting there in the middle when we're leaving Albuquerque flying to Dallas, and I'm in the middle seat, and Eli is on my left and Kyle is on my right, and both of them are holding my hand, telling me that it's going to be okay. We're fine. Planes are safe. And then my friend Robin, who I saw in Denver, she is a pilot. Her husband is a captain for United. And they're like, planes are very safe. It's okay. But it's just one of those things. I could fly fine before we had our accident. And that kind of changed everything for me.
I love it.
Y'all went to Lake Texoma. We did.
Yeah, that's when we brought in the new Eclipse. Or the,
yes,
Eclipse.
I loved that Thousand Trails in
nice
that area. I really thoroughly enjoyed that.
Yeah, that was really
that was an awesome one. But the Edisons are your happy place. LOL. You are. We love you guys. Now you need to make room for the 45-foot bus so that way we can come back. Lori says, loving those earrings, Jen. Thank you. I got them. Someone makes them online, and I got them in the other day, and she calls them angel wings. So they're little feathers.
So sweet.
So sweet. Thank you. Sterling says, Bolo and avoid the I-75 corridor in the front end of London, Kentucky, or maybe the whole streetcar of the I-75 in Kentucky. Where were we? Where were we driving back? Nashville. We're driving back from Nashville. I-40 was bananas. We had to get off by Loretta Lynn's restaurant there. I was like, nope, I can't keep. So we found a highway. But yes, interstates I don't like interstates. Not a fan. Yeah, in and around. Whole stretch. All of it, Sterling. Tammy says, I saw your post by the sunflower lanyard. It should definitely be a tool here in the U.S. too. For sure. I think that would be so helpful, right? Because I'm going through security. And here's the thing. is like, I'm already anxious. I'm not having a good time. And it just really depends. I've had some great TSA agents with having a service dog, and I've had some not so great TSA agents. In Albuquerque, TSA agent was amazing. That is my hands down my favorite airport in the country. Albuquerque was phenomenal to fly out of.
It's so easy.
Theodore thought so
and
too.
There was literally we flew on Labor Day, but even flying into Dallas, Labor Day is a good day to fly. I would have never thought of it. It was one of the easiest flight days I've ever had. It was so smooth.
But I think the coolest thing about the lanyard is that it just identifies to the employees that, hey, this person just needs a little bit more time. Let's give them some grace, without like having to say it. Because here's the thing, I'm crying in the security line because they're making me come back through a bunch of times. Because Theodore's got, metal on his collar. He's got metal on his vest. And they just, I know. They were not very nice. But I digress. Love the sunflower lanyard, and I want to stand behind it. Mayfield, Kentucky. We got to spend quite a bit of time in Red River Gorge, Kentucky, and it was beautiful. Our friend Tanya and Troy's campground, Firefly Hills, over there. Kentucky's got a special place in my heart. It is.
Kentucky's cool. Yeah, it's a nice state. I think it gets I think it's another one of those little states that slide under the radar a little bit. It's a cool state. I like it a lot.
Cheryl says it's cool here in my city. Only nice. 55 degrees. Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's about maybe a little warmer than that here, but it's getting cold at night. It gets in the mid to low 30s at night already here. It's freezing, and we still don't have power.
No, I mean we have our power, but the mini split wasn't working. I came out here to make my tea, and so I came out here, and the mini split was.
Did you get it working?
No, it did not work. Oh, yeah, so we'll just add that to the project.
We have to have a new bus. I mean, with the buses are just like this one needs some love.
Indefinite Inventions, where Graham and Amy from Gilbert, Arizona, are heading to Pie Town, New Mexico. Is one of our first stops. Yay! Cool. We've got friends that launched out of Gilbert, Arizona, so that's pretty cool. Yeah. Sterling says, I'm okay. I'm in a 3-day weekend for my work, working as an asset protection security for Macy's on the Strip in Vegas. Yay! That's awesome, Sterling. Rachel says, lately I've been having such a hard time with my anxiety. What are some of your coping techniques that you use? Love watching you all. I go outside a lot. I like to take my shoes off, and I like to go plant my feet in the grass. I even did that at Vid Summit. Like, I'm standing out there, the sun was shining, and I'm standing out in the grass, and I've got my hands open, and Kyle's just standing by the wall. I'm like, that's my wife. But I like to spend just 15 minutes outside. Just go stand there, just breathe in, breathe out, listen to the sounds around you. Focus on that, get centered in your surroundings rather than that inward anxiety you're feeling. Do you have any tips that you use?
I've been through the gamut on anxiety in the last 6 months or so. For me, it's just talking myself through it, learning how to talk myself through it, and the more tens of thousands of times you do it, it gets easier. You learn, or it's anxiety, it's not real, but it's convincing your brain of that when it's just in your face. But I have found the more I have done it, the more I have practiced it and stuck with it, and it gets easier. You're like, oh, I see you, go away, and it gets a lot easier.
Something else you've been doing is what?
I do a lot of yoga. I am a yoga dude at this point. I do yoga, a form of yoga every single day. I got a few different stretches that I really enjoy. It's amazing what yoga can do. There's tons of research even now still being done on the effects of yoga as far as healing the body in a natural way, and not just, in multiple, facets of the body, the brain, the mind, and then the physical part of it too. So it's good stuff. I've never done yoga in my life, and my therapist a few months ago said you need to start playing with yoga, and I was like, yeah, whatever. And I would do it a little bit, and I would feel good, and then I'm like, yeah, just whatever. And I'd quit. I'd feel good. I'd quit. I'd feel like crap again. So I finally got where it's pretty much a pretty integral part of my routine.
I'm really proud of you for doing that.
Thanks. I watch Theodore do a downward dog every day. It's inspiring.
Please come back. Bella said, please. I mean, I can send Molly for, vacation.
She's scared to fly by herself. She said I have to fly her there.
Yeah, I want you to fly me there and back.
Oh, and
And back.
Because I don't want that.
we may go to Florida. Me and the kids may fly to Florida for a couple weeks in December. I don't know. We're just gonna have to see how things go. I mean, I would like to, but we're just, that's still a ways off. The bus fiasco is still not a fiasco, but the bus situation is still a big one. We're trying to figure out what all that is. We do want to be out of here by the end of October because it gets really cold
gets
here
cold.
by then.
It gets so cold.
I think either way, I'm going to be out of here by the end of October, whether it's at a bus or not. I'll rent an Airbnb or something. But yeah, we'll see. There's a lot of stuff to be TBD.
We always have moving pieces.
Hey, I missed the start.
Darren, how's it going? Kyle, you need a DOL sticker for that flask.
Yeah, I haven't. I've only put one sticker on it so far. I wasn't, because I did that on my last one. I had your guys' sticker. I had a lot of people we've met along the way. And then the lid busted. And I kind of got tired of that flask and I stopped using it. So I'm like, well, there goes all my stickers I've been collecting the last 2 years. So I don't know. I'm a little bit leery of doing the whole sticker.
But you have them for that moment, and this is a new season, right?
It is. And I do really like this flask.
Lorna says, Jen, I love those earrings. Thank you very much. Ever since I got them the other day, I haven't taken them off. I kind of like them. Sunshine on a rainy day says, when I flew for the first time, the runway lights went out twice as we're coming in for landing. My son didn't tell me what was going on to protect me. My hubby was waiting and watching. That's probably a good thing that you didn't know, because I probably would have not been good either. Sterling's the only time flew alone was back in 2021 to fly to New York to help drive my mom and her husband. I remember that trip that you made out there. Tammy says, exactly. One of my best friends is a flight attendant, and I will see her next week. Plan on bringing up the sunflower. Oh, that's fantastic. Thank you so much. Like, when Robin was in Denmark, she said that her daughter has the sunflower lanyard, and she said that there's so many kids over in Denmark wearing them. And it was just such a blessing to be able to be accepted and loved and helped. So that's pretty cool.
I like that. Because it is, flying, and especially in big airports like DFW is a very large, fast-paced airport. It's a very stressful environment. Anybody with any type of stress, anxiety, or anything like that, would be very difficult.
Not very fun.
Hello from Port Charlotte, Florida. It's still hot.
Oh, Port Charlotte. We love our Florida folks. I-75 in Kentucky because of an actor shooter that's been charged. Oh no, the person hasn't been apprehended. That is insane.
I'm gonna go talk to Bella.
Okay, baby. That is wild. There's just, lots of stuff. Gold pan and suntan. Hola all. Hello. How are you tonight? Susan says, we just got through staying at Thousand Trails Gettysburg, touring the Gettysburg battlefield where everything took place was so amazing. So much history there. But I'm ready to head to Florida. It's almost about that time when everybody comes back in. Sterling says, I live in Vegas and I try to, when it finally rains, I try to have a Mother Nature water cleanse by being out there in the rain. But definitely not if there's lightning. Yeah, lightning's not a good idea. But I love that. Just standing out there in the rain and just letting it drip down is pretty awesome. Megan has a good yoga channel that she watches. Send that on over. When we were in the hotel, I'd be on the floor. Kyle does his yoga on the bed, and then I'd be on the floor doing mine. Francis Grace, I love you guys so much. We love you right back. Cheryl says I've only been on a plane twice, once to Turkey and once to Nova Scotia.
Well, you didn't mess around. You didn't mess around on your flights. Holy cow.
Fran says, where are your kids? So we let them have a chill day today because it's been nothing but travel and craziness, and they start school tomorrow. So Eli is in his bunk watching something, and Ben is playing video games with his friend, and then Molly just left to go in the Jeep to call Bella. Sterling says, good tip. I have for new airports you've not been to, study the airport layout for connecting flights to and from TSA, baggage claim. Yes, so much that. That is a really handy thing to do. I'm glad I have Kyle because I don't know if I could navigate. Like when I flew to Long Island and it was me and Theodore, I had so many breakdowns on that trip, but I made it. I had a lot of breakdowns. Darren says, I'm good. Still no power here for me working on the bill. You're going to get it, Darren, one day at a time. One day at a time. How is that kitty? I know I haven't followed up much. I have not had my phone.
You don't get on your phone much anymore.
No.
It's kind of gotten to be a toxic place for us. Being scrolling, and we don't do a lot of social media anymore. YouTube is about what we do. I mean, I put 99% of my effort in YouTube. I don't do a lot else, and that's why we went to the conference. I wanted to learn from the biggest and the best in the world, and we took away a lot of good nuggets. We met some great people.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
Clinton says, someone please bless me with something they've... Oh, no, I'm so sorry, Clinton. I hope that things get better for you. That's definitely a hardship.
Your Florida is nice in December.
Yeah, it's about nice in December and January and February, and then it starts to get a little toasty, a little hot. Connie says, perhaps make a board to put the stickers on to hang in the new bus.
I think I want to do that. Because we did the same thing in this bus. We have a door where we house a lot of electronics. It's covered top to bottom. The stickers from day one from people we've met and ran across, most of which still aren't even doing this. And it's one of those things you're kind of going to have to leave behind.
You know what? We could do like a plexiglass thing with a frame around it, and then we can take that out, right? And then interchange it with the other, or put it behind it. Little records. Elizabeth, I'm not sure what your faith is, but anytime you get in your medical situation, please ask for Archangel Michael. You can Google him because my faith had helped. Oh, thank you, Elizabeth. I'll remember that. I appreciate that. I didn't know that Archangel Michael was for health. I forgot who they said for your laptops, but thank you for that. I appreciate it. Darren says, hi, Molly, Ben, and Eli. Paul, share that yoga channel. Yes, please share that yoga channel.
We all know it's for Paul anyway. He just put it as for Megan. But that's okay, Paul. We love you.
Sterling says, what was the best airline experience? You know what? You know who was, well, not one person made it lovely. When we flew Allegiant, when we were going to get the bus, and we were trying to board, I brought my service dog paper. Allegiant had changed their rules saying that you couldn't bring the paper the same day. And so then we had to go up to the counter, and this woman worked tirelessly to make sure that we got on this plane. And she was lovely. But as far as flying goes, I
haven't flown a lot.
No, I've flown United and Delta and Spirit and Frontier,
I'm a cheap boat.
You are. So I think American and Delta and United are probably my favorite to fly.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing with domestic flying, a lot of the planes are about the same. I mean, the Allegiant is a nice airline. We flew, for a more of a budget regional type carrier. I've had really good experience on Allegiant, affordable flights, relatively no issues. I tend to like the smaller airports. I mean, as far as big airports go, Charlotte's a nice airport. I've flown in and out of there quite a few times. It's not a huge airport, but it's definitely on the larger side than some of the more regional ones. Like she said, United's a great airline, Southwest. I mean, but when you're flying domestic, the planes are pretty much the same for the most part. If you want to see some really cool planes, look up like Japan Airlines on international, Emirates, stuff like that. Those planes are bougie, and Delta International business class and stuff. I love flying.
One day.
I can live in the area, man. I love flying in and out of airports, and that's my jam.
Been enjoying seeing your adventures at Rancho Del Bethune. Oh, I like that! The place is really coming along. Will the new bus be ready this year?
I hope so.
We're hoping by September 29th.
Yeah, she's got some very big, ambitious wishes over there.
Manifest.
Yeah, I'm definitely don't see why not for this year. I'm a little skeptical to be ready for the Balloon Fiesta. But nonetheless.
Don't put that out there. We are putting good juju out there, sir.
But yeah, I definitely should be. I know he's been busting his butt on it for sure.
Yeah.
Aloha from Maui.
Ooh, aloha. One day we'll get over there. That's one of the states we haven't checked off yet. Christine Garcia says, hi from
Amarillo.
We have been through Amarillo for a ton. Like, this year, we were just crisscrossing it a lot.
I'm a big fan of the Big Tex.
You are. I like Amarillo.
Amarillo by morning.
Up from San Antonio.
Simba is good. He is napping at my feet right now.
Oh, give him a hug for me. I love Simba. Beth says, what hair color will you be doing next? This one is so pretty, but so are you. Oh, thank you, Beth. I don't know. I am really loving this peachy thing that I have going on. I don't know. I was going to change it last time, but then I went back to the peach. So we'll see. Sterling says, I cut my hair this morning and I feel fantastic. I love that for you, Sterling. The Potter's Wife has said, have you ever seen neurographic art? It's really relaxing and helps relax your brain. Neurographic art.
to
You
look
gotta
that
remember
up.
that.
Yeah, we love watching it on
you. Connie says, good idea about framing some plexiglass. See, that might work.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of ways to do it because you get a lot of stickers and from a lot of people that aren't doing it anymore. It's still kind of cool to have the memories of those people,
Yeah.
relationships you made. So yeah, it's a good idea.
I don't know where we're gonna put the door though. Aquarian Star says, I was at Denver Airport alone at 14:02. Scary but fun. I'm behind in time on the video. Sorry if it's not. It's okay. You are right on time with us. That is all that matters, is that you're here. Sterling said, I got to work at the Vegas airport for a year as a dispatch supervisor for passenger services under the Southwest contract. It was cool. I got a tarmac walking privileges. That's pretty neat. Office under the lower B gates. Obviously got to be mindful of airplanes coming. Oh, for sure. That would mess up somebody's day to get run over by an airplane. Tammy says, dang, I have to go. So glad I caught your live. Hope to catch you next time when you stop in Utah. It won't be too long before we're headed through you. Well, who knows? We'll be where we are, but we'll let you know. Charles says, I have no problem with airports. I wear a Marines t-shirt, get my flat top high and tight, walk like I own the place, and they all salute me. Thank you for your service and usher me right through. That's awesome, Charles. Thank you for your service, Charles.
Yeah, it's a tough thing with airports because you've got, especially like DFW, Chicago, Atlanta. Some of the busiest airports in the world. There's a lot of people, a lot going on, But at the same time, there's still no point in being rude to someone. But I get it. We I think we both get both sides of it. But it is a very stressful environment, especially having the kids on top of that. As not that they're bad, but we have to monitor them and make sure they do what they're doing, and we have them all.
And they get on the plane.
Yeah, it's just it can be a very stressful environment. I'm sure, as many of you know, flying with kids, it can definitely be stressful.
I know there's a family in front of us on the way back, and it was a mom, and they had 3 kids, and one was like a baby, and they were in front of us, and the baby was crying, and it's one of those things that that's life. And I just sent them good energy, good calm energy while I was, trying to keep myself calm. But we recorded that day. So that whole day we recorded my panic attacks, and Kyle got the lady at the counter. And I guess, I just really wanted to show that PTSD isn't really one size fits all, and it's different for every person. And these disabilities really are real, and a lot of people out there have them.
I guess my big issue though is having the uniformity of the policy run across the board, and everybody knows that. That's very frustrating, especially when you're in a place like that where time is always of the essence. Everybody's always in a hurry. And to be able to go up to each person and get the same answers would be nice. But I know that's across corporate worlds everywhere.
But they took our toothpaste. So like the flying from Albuquerque to Dallas, we have the same little plastic baggie with the same toothpaste
with less toothpaste in it.
Obviously less toothpaste.
But they had more when we flew out to Dallas. Yes, that's what.
So they said nothing about it. So then we get to Dallas Fort Worth, and the security line is just miserable. There wasn't an accessible line, so I had to stand with all the other with everybody in the crowd. And by the time I got up there, I'm just stressed, and they made me wait 4 times. So like things were beeping, right? And so I wear a lot of jewelry. It is what it is. And so things were beeping, and then they sent me back. I have to go back across. And then Theodore's got to stand there in a sit-stay. So the entire security line is like watching me struggle, and like tears start pouring down my face, and like it was a whole debacle, and it was awful. Awful. Elizabeth, Angel Anthony, when you lose something, you ask for him, and they have healing angels, Archangel Mike, who will give you strength, bravery, and courage. Thank you for explaining that. I appreciate you doing that. That is awesome. Sterling said, no, I forgot. I flew from Atlanta to Vegas in 2007 alone to meet with my grandparents and finish my high school. I forgot about it. So you've flown twice.
Atlanta, that's a tough airport. It's the busiest. I don't know if it's the busiest in the United States. Is it the busiest in the world? No way. But yeah, Atlanta is crazy.
Yeah, Atlanta.
Crazy
Wild.
airport.
Dan said, I like turning my stickers into magnets. I've covered the fridge and hung a couple metal panels up in the bus. That is smart. Just trace out the magnet thing.
Well, that's what he does for a living. So he's. Well, what we'll do is we'll box up a bunch of stickers, Jan, and send them to you, and have you
magnetize.
I know you have nothing else to do. I'm just kidding. Cool idea, flexible. I've heard of people doing that before. We end up with tons of stickers. You know, the funny thing is that we went to this conference and met hundreds of people, and we would always hand out stickers. And they was like, stickers, that's the greatest idea. But in the RV space, it's very.
That's all you do.
Yeah, everybody has stickers. I'm like, I didn't realize other people didn't have stickers either. So yeah, we turned some new folks on to stickers. But I thought everybody just did the sticker thing. But
we met some really freaking cool people. Let me tell you, we met this guy who makes his own comic books, writes his own comic books, and then gets them printed like paper comic books, and he has his channel based on that. And it was just, he's the coolest guy. His name's Shannon. And the people that we got to meet was just, they were so wonderful. And there wasn't like one mean person there. It was pretty cool.
yeah, no,
Carl,
yeah.
Carl, we're gonna have to link Carl's channel because Carl is just a true delight.
Yeah, he's and we met people from all over the world. I mean, we met a kid from Amsterdam. He makes smoothie videos. He has this like really fancy blender, and he makes various smoothie videos showing all just stuff I would never even think of doing. It was really cool.
And this was his second time to America.
Yeah.
And he was just so excited to be here and immersed in all the things and meeting people. And it was so cool.
I think that's going to do it, guys. I got to get the kids are
We have
hungry.
a couple more comments there. So. How much do you make a month with the kids? Well, I don't know what that means.
You asked for it.
I know. I'm not. Could you clarify, Sally? Because I don't know what you mean.
Not much. I'll tell you that.
Flexifiel says, good. Haha, good luck with that, Kyle. Sterling says, love y'all. See y'all in the YouTube vids. Yes, we've got a bunch coming out. And then in the next couple weeks, I am in charge of breaking down the inside of this bus and getting all the stuff ready to transfer over to the new. But quit saying that, Richard.
Yeah,
anyway,
guys,
lots of good content.
We'll see you on Tuesday in a vlog. We've got tons of content. I'm behind a little bit because of the computer debacle. We'll get caught up as always. But yeah, I guess we'll see you here in a couple months.
Couple months.
Couple days. We'll see you guys.
We love you.
Bye-bye.